All right, that's filming something.
It's gonna film me moving pretty slow. Tacos? Oh my. Almost took it. I mean, I've almost taken a nap many times since I've been here. When I lay down and I'm just like, yeah, it's summer. It's so bright. Like the closest I got was when I was in the tub because there was no outside light. Sauce you're putting on this.
What's that?
I like the sauce you're putting on it. It feels so easy.
So there's the disengage, right? And then there's disengage. And we can break it up as one and then two, and like technically it is. But there's different like circle line.
Yeah, 2 parts versus
Spiral.
1. I got you.
So tune into my body, right? So that's still circle. And that's still line. But then if you feel the moment coming, you still have to wait, right? But then when it's there, circle and line get together, spiral. Right. So that I don't get that second tempo. So if you go too clean, right? That's great and precise. But yeah, and so just think of it as forward. Yes. Good.
Do you have a better cue for my hand? Because I can't feel the difference right now.
Yeah. So why not? So when I push this goes with the bones. So how this breaks out.
Okay, a line.
Yeah.
A line through the elbow.
Yeah. Yes. Like literally.
Point. Better cue. That's
Yeah.
good. Okay.
Right.
I understand.
So that, right, he wants to break out, like especially if you're going through it. And you can wrench down on your wrist, but if you're already from a position where that breaks out, like stress follows tension, you're gonna have to be you can clamp down on that, but like that can stack up into injuries longer term. Don't want to go that way, but yeah, that way. That way. Yeah, don't go around my blade, go to my target. Good. Yeah, don't do it with the chest. Good. Extend your arms. Good. It's not going to be a impact. That means you're going to do it down. Your foot takes your hips. Yeah. Still hard up here. Don't brace for impact. Step. This is difficult. Step through. Ball. Yes. That'll do it for 1, 2. Do them together. Just don't hold your arm back. So as I'm stepping on, so it's kind of the same feel, right? So just like when we're making the head, right? It's either hit, it's disengage, then or line, circle, or side, right. So similarly, right? There's circle, there's line, right? And so this is off the thread, my point, right? And the distance. But like this is off the thread. Be there, right now the thread is controlled, and it's like controlling it, right? you don't have to put it outside. But put it to like here. Yeah. Feel the difference. Whenever you want the point to be. Area will happen down here, but you do it at the tip. If you propose down here, it's going to make it weird. So just think about getting that tip here. Right away. Now, something to play with. We'll spend a little more time training later. Stop it. Yeah. Now, so here, right? Yesterday I did we did the demo strong in one direction. Right? So if you are pushing sideways, right, and that's where you're trying to make the fight, push me sideways, right? Right? You don't have a left strike. Now if you just focus on your point, imagine that point, right? The laser is pointing that way. All right. All right. Yeah.
I'm having fun.
So now.
You're good.
I'm not gonna lie, but you're good. So now instead of making the carry a circle, you make the carry a line that's like that way. Right, so how it stops here, and
Yeah.
the wrist has to tighten up. Right? So now we have the cycle, right? Which again is cute if you can just go through. Right. Or you can go out in. Right, now use your feet to go out. Right.
I thought you.
Yeah. So that's not fighting this way, that way. That's still just fighting this way, that way, right? Use the pressure of your point, just making it in opposition, right? Boom. Looks like your body. Right. Because that's effectively what it is. Right.
Yeah.
It's just that forward pressure. Boom. Right. And because you're going through me, right? So the parry can, the parry creates an angle by which, right, my forward pressure shears me to where you're standing. Probably where the move starts out. Like I'll break it here. Right. The problem is if I interact here, right? Now, if you fight me sideways from here, I can win. Right? If you don't fight me sideways, if you make the fight and then you just back to your intention, your point is where right? I would either have to bring it way up away from you, in which case if you feel that release, it's going to operate, you're not coming away from your target. But if you're going into you, you're lined up around that line, all the force, if your intention goes out that line, the force is going to come back. Good. So now make the circle, but don't make the fight here. Just move your point. Don't anticipate the fight here. Just move your point to here.
Okay.
Zoom and let your do it with your whole arm. Good. Don't stop here where you're going to run into it. Let's go straight here. Fine. There. Even more outside. Right. Good. Now bring your hand in. Because see how my hand goes in? I can pull my point out, but now see how I'm going to
Yeah.
right? If I bring my hand in and put my point back in the same place, I'm on.
Okay.
So there. And then there. So this point is right. And this comes back to that line of pressure here. Right? Now just have that line of pressure here. But that means you're not doing it from here, because then you'll break it there.
Yeah.
You have to do it from here.
There. Okay. Come on.
Now, don't feel it as you go, because if you stop to inquire, if you inquire it as it's happening, you're going to mess it up.
Yeah.
So just do it and find out what happens later. So point here, and then point here.
Okay. Yep.
Good, and that very line. No, yeah, no, that's, and it's, you know, and everything breaks down under pressure.
Well,
It's
yeah.
always gonna be a mess, but that keeps us from being. Because if you start from this negative, right, like, as soon as, like, that wants to break the way it is, not break it, which is fine if you're stronger, but at a certain point, business.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. And then you have to make, either take the one, or it breaks against a certain level. And then you're, plan, if that's your plan, but if that wasn't your plan, we're sad. So, that's hypothetical.
Yeah.
You don't know. We're Canadian, that's right. Yeah. So now retreat a little bit, but you're going to retreat by just releasing the space with your back foot, right? Don't even like push yourself back. Just
I can do this.
Yeah.
I believe.
Release your back foot, and then, but I want your point to go just a tiny little bit away from it. So there's just a little bit of positive pressure in your arm. So you're not coming in to make the carry, because that's the thing, right? Your point comes in, right? And we're so scared of this. Naturally, we want to defend ourselves against this. So we come in to try to catch up with it.
Yeah. We need to meet it.
But if we go here,
Yeah.
right, just further out on your blade, right, or it's going to deflect you sooner.
Yeah, that's a misconception.
Yeah, but it's intuitive. Like, this is the part we're scared of. Like,
Yeah.
You move back, you collapse. So go out a little bit. Right? Yeah. Good. And then don't do it for your wrist.
Yes.
Points me and then point off.
Yes.
So think of me, right? I'm all black. Think of me as right now convex. Right? Okay. So it's dished in, everything draws in, everything falls. Now you want to make carry think of me as I think I was thinking the other way around. Concave. And then convex.
Okay.
Convex shears you off. So think of your point, right, in reacting. When you want to carry, think of me as convex. And then concave.
A little less.
Right. Yes. And then don't make it to be clean. You don't make it clean. I make it clean by providing force and shearing off.
Okay.
You don't make me. I just bring it force. Right. Good. And then you go smaller. Point.
Okay.
Motion out. No sideways of your body. Backward. Here. Don't bleed out the arm.
Yes.
Positive pivot point. You cut my line.
Yeah. I'm feeling it. I'm just. I just got some
But another thing is like, don't carry my point with your blade. Carry my blade.
Okay.
No, take a second. Like, put that in frame. All right.
Okay. Like I say with her, make the angle.
That's right. Now let's look. Out. Here, there. A little bit of force from your bump. And a lot of times we start to like, we can treat the weapon as different than ourselves. So like I put the force into the weapon and then the weapon. Right? And we can get some really dynamic movement from that. But there's also most of the time, you want to treat it like a defensive. Like we're just drawing with it. But that, you know, that gets into that like portion of the part. But that's what that means is, you know, back to that, like, you know, with your hand, you don't think about your elbow. Right? So it's natural to, if we feel separated from the weapon, we like put it in the grip side and then the point moves. And that can be powerful because we can focus that force. Right? But there's always going to be that drag. There's always going to be the whip of the wave of the force transferring from the bottom and trying to express to the top. But we don't have the time for that wave, right? So now, don't feel the need to generate the force into that wave as a drag. Now, no force, just go point, right away. Right? Right, point outside a little bit more. Just point it, no force, I bring the force. You just point and you become a shape that I carve around. And into the point as well. Point goes. Okay. Like with this alignment, right? It's just like when you rest in the top of a push-up position. You don't have to do the work. You don't have to like, hold yourself together because your bones are down. Or like when we lunge, we want that knee to come over that ankle, so that all the force just goes down our shin. If we go beyond that, right, then the knee has to seize up and capture all the other forces. So we can do that extra. And that is effectively this. It's the same effect. It's just the force is coming in here versus the force coming down. Right?
I'm really happy with this.
Yeah.
Because I literally the cue strong wrist has been given to me so many times. And that it's always kind of pissed me off because I'm like, I don't understand.
Right.
And I try to like take just the parry faster.
Yeah.
Like I've been asked, and it doesn't work.
Right, right.
Because I'm
You have to muscle.
just mechanics of my body. Right. I can't just.
Yeah. Because you're not lined up behind yourself. You're putting a brake into the system that all that force wants to spill out of it, and you have to wrench it in. Yeah. And I think that should, it puts you in a better position. And so there's that like unit of like this hurts your wrist. Like this is fine for a couple of years.
Oh yeah, no, I've definitely
Yeah. Like and
cracked my wrist on.
and like long term, if that head goes straight to so everybody's trying to get back into what rest of the when I've heard other epics, that's what we're doing here. Refueling her wrist issue is not here. Because this is like a good place to just automatically be able to but yeah, there's problems. So yeah, that's just my idea. There's times to be there.
Yeah.
You got the distance, okay, cool. But you need your bones to just rock them from the floor instead of
I want tango, man. Not being able to tango is wrestling. Makes me sad. Except to look at all the other people tango.
once we get like through some of the more teaching lines, then we'll get to rep.
No, I guess
This is real worry.
No, this is helpful because like I know next open this is my own guard now.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just gonna
Right, line up your arms like you would punch someone.
Yeah. Well, no, one thing is really helpful is coming from Barrett.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like little things. Oh yeah, I practiced that.
Right.
where it's like, oh, the retreat. I'm like, I can do this.
Yes. Yeah.
Like I'm good at that.
Yeah, I'll be I have a different, I don't know, and I will probably, you know, and probably as I explore it, I'll see more where it's getting at. That's not, but like, there's good
Well,
similarities.
Yeah, it is hard for me. It was like this basically.
Yeah.
It just straight on as possible with my arm.
Yeah.
And this gave me like, I feel like no ankle counterattack at all.
Right. Yeah.
And this feels a lot more natural because I can
yeah.
angulate still.
We want to give them the space to fall into.
Yeah, yeah.
And we want to build a soul. Right. Depending on what we have on issues in that space. So we have to get long or short depending on the space. So if I'm getting like cool, I'll get long.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But then if we want to get round, we need to like let them in.
Give it to me once. I don't have the infighting chops, Paul. It's not fair.
I was teaching one of my wine girls the other day. Well, like the lunch. I was teaching her one and one.
Oh, God.
And she was really excited about that.
I'm glad.
Last lesson, one of the last lessons.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, you don't hit friends in two. That's it. Yes. Next in your arm. That's what you're supposed to do. Now, yeah.
Forward.
Top down. Yeah, loose. Yeah, this connection is firm, right? Space open in the top and bottom of the wrist, but you want this to just feed through to your elbow, but you want your elbow to be soft. So there's a little bit of a bubble, like your arm fills a little bit, so it doesn't collapse, right? But your elbow itself is spring. There. Because you just put your elbow through your thumb to your point. Good. Yeah, let's just say this. Right. I'm already just here. If I'm beyond your point, okay, yeah, now feel that. So then, leave the guard there basically. Don't do it from here. Do it from here. There. And here's the weird thing about it. Here's the bad, right? Or the thing that like makes it feel bad.
Yeah.
Right? I'm here, right? And you need to come inside that line. Now, to actually keep this protecting this, you want to go here, but that puts us at that negative spot. Now, if I actually go through this, you're at this spot, right? So now, right, you're starting from that broken wrist position. So now, come in. Oh, yes, don't do that. So you're going to be here. Oh, relax. Line up there. Stay there. This feels weird and bad because we're exposing it, right? We're moving from the whole arm, which doesn't feel like a fast action. But now, good. Go back to that spot. Yeah, now engage from there. There. Good. Try to don't swirl it from the wrist at all. Do it big and dump from the elbow. There. Even good. Now make it more precise. Go straight from the air like that. Because now stop halfway. So yeah, engage. Engage. So touch it, but stay there. From here, stay back. This goes back to that like line up with yourself part. So line up so you're up here. Your bone's pushing you here. Now, if I push on you here, that line still holds.
Okay.
Just like if I push on you here, that line still holds because you go out and so any force that I apply is going back. Right? Here.
Okay. So don't break it at all.
Right. Now there's going to be changes.
This is helpful
Yes.
to visualize.
Right. And so we're going to take Chung, we're just taking. No. Because then if we run into a spot of trouble here, because they're putting on the the steam pouring on the cold, we can just go. You don't have to go. And then this is what breaks, and this is what makes us run. And compromise. Right. But it feels bad to go negative because we're taught to protect that. But if they're righty, we're coming in, and they're coming onto us anyway. Right. But just being lined up with ourselves, having that out. The whole time we're moving down to a small thing, we're lined up with ourselves. So we point with ourselves inside and then outside. Instead of breaking here and then trying to crank it to point outside. One point in, point out. Right? So now, point to this shoulder. Point, yes, yep, but from the elbow. So yeah, fall and then point to this shoulder. Yes. Point to this shoulder. Point to this shoulder. Yes, good. Now follow that point out, right? Good, yes. But then don't think of it as you moving me sideways. Think of you as the center, right? And you're just pointing from your center line.
Okay.
Good. Now smooth. Good. Good now. There. Now, like from your arm. No wrist. Just take your wrist down. Good. But then out. Don't try to bring it back. Keep the opposite here. Better. Stop. 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 Good. Now, don't use strength. Don't go. Right? You don't need it. It is strong, but it's strong without you being strong. Try to be stronger. Just do it like it's easy. Yes. Do it like it's easy. Now, look at your point. You don't have to down here. More than this. You need to do it here. From your elbow. So elbow. Yeah. Good. Up to your thigh. Good. Not so small. Use your fingers if you need to wiggle the point, but not your wrist. Use your fingers by increasing the pressure. That's that extra wiggle. Okay. But then your arm will go down. Stay close to yourself. Yes. Here. Yeah. From there. Right. Now from there. Yeah. Not up, but negative.
Alright, I'm getting a little lost in the size.
Yeah, that's okay. Just need this elbow.
Yeah, you give me 100 cues and I don't know what I'm focusing on.
Yeah, that's okay. I don't know which one you need.
This is what's helping.
So you want to go get it.
Yeah.
Now, don't get it. Put it down. Then you're on. Close your eyes.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, you bet.
So that's a crazy third lesson. What'd you do today, Miles?